Now this little video is just to go back to one visited before. It's Josh Jane's great fragrance collection tag, and I'll just be going through the questions. Sadly, this one will be shot inside, as there's far too many, and I think I'd walk about 50 miles if I did it walking. So enjoy, folks. Okay, so starting the video is of course my newest bottle, and that is this beautiful one from Killian, and this is Good Girl Gone Bad Eau Fraiche, if you can really see it, and it also doubles up as my most expensive fragrance. I did get it in the sale, but I saved about £20 on it, so you can kind of guess, and it was still quite pricey. This is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. If you smell Good Girl Gone Bad, it's like a version of that, but aquatic is probably the wrong word. It's like it says, it's like a Mediterranean sea breeze carrying the florals. It is an absolutely beautiful fragrance, and I am very, very glad I picked this up. Yeah, so it is my most expensive, and it is also my latest buy. So that's Good Girl Gone Bad Eau Fraiche from Killian. Next on the list is of course my oldest bottle. Now, I think last time I did my physical oldest bottle that I've had for the longest time. Technically this could also fall into that, because obviously I have had this since I was very young. It's the first fragrance I ever owned. But actually, as oldest, I can't believe this. 1989 this was released, and this is my oldest. And you think about it, 1989 is 31 years ago. So this shockingly is a vintage fragrance. I mean, this is it's in its 4th decade, isn't it now? So yeah, that is quite stunning. So my oldest bottle by date of release is a Dupe Homme. Okay, so my next most affordable one is this one from Zara. It's probably not my cheapest. Well, technically not my most cheapest, but for £12 and the quality you get, I definitely say this is the most affordable one. Oh god, it's sweet, boozy, touches of tobacco, warm, beautiful. It is just all kind of these sorts of autumnal, tobacco-y, boozy scents all in one. Absolutely fantastic fragrance. So that's from Zara, Unexpected Fresh Spicy, and that's my most affordable. Next is Easy Reach. Now I hate kind of calling this an easy reach. It is an easy reach in the sense that I know this smells absolutely beautiful. I know it's a very classy fragrance. I know nobody's going to dislike it on me, and I know it's very me. It's kind of boozy, touch of tuberose, bit of spice. It's just heaven, really. Heaven in a bottle, and pure class. Yeah, alright, it's an easy reach in the sense that you know, I know it's going to smell good, and I know I can pretty much wear this anytime. But I don't know, I don't want to call it an easy reach, because I don't want to insult it like that. But yeah, my easy reach, Bulgari Man in Black. Now, bottle design are 2 works of art. First of all is this one we're all familiar with, Angel Share from Killian. I mean, come on, look at that. That is just absolutely beautiful, isn't it? A little whiskey tumbler. It is absolutely a work of art. Obviously this hasn't fitted into my most hyped fragrance because I've only had it a couple of weeks and I don't know it well enough, to be fair. But that, and also, yes, it's an oil, but look at that. This is absolutely magnificent. This is from Newbridge and it's called Polly, and it's quite a green, fresh, beautiful fragrance. I don't know if you can see, but there's also little red flecks in the oil as well, which is quite a nice. It's just stunning, and obviously it's all glass. It's solid glass. It's just beautiful, isn't it? So they're my 2 favourite bottle designs. Smallest bottles, if we're going to pick 30ml, these are little diddy tiny bottles, these Lush ones, and this is cardamom coffee. Obviously I haven't done my full review on this yet, but I will do. It's very spicy, quite abrasive is not the right word, but it's quite in the beginning. But yeah, that's the smallest, and that's a 30ml. And the biggest, I think last time I did Pulse of the Night, so this holds the most, 250ml. And this is Eau de Michel's Le Couvent de Minimes vanilla. Beautiful, sexy, warm, rich, comforting, cuddly vanilla. And yeah, this doesn't even fit on the camera, it's that big, but you can see there is quite a difference. Okay, special memories in the last 6 months, I suppose since the last time I did that. I have gone for this beautiful fragrance, and that is Dior Homme. Now, we've not done a right lot in the last 6 months to make memories, as you can all imagine. But this does remind me, I did have an evening outside, socially distanced to a point, a metre, where I had a nice drink in a field. And to be honest, that's probably the best night I've had in lockdown. It was very nice. It was on a summer's night. Got very, very, very drunk on bottles of wine. Just me and one other person chilling nicely, socially distanced, in case you're watching government space, just talking well into the night. It was a great night, and this was the fragrance I wore, which is Dior Homme. Okay. Now then, worth the hype. Now it's probably what I've hyped up the most. More people who smell this, the more people who appreciate it. And it's from a small company in Britain called Pocket Scents, and this is called Raspberry and Vanilla. Now, the more people who try it, the more love it. It's £35, and it's this beautiful, vanilla-y, rich but not heavy. I think I've described this as all the contradictions. It's sweet but not sweet, blah blah blah. It's vanilla, and it's got the raspberry running through it. I think it's got a touch of musks. It's got rose in it. But none of them dominate. It's just this beautiful, smooth. You'd have to try it, I guess. But it's unique. It's not a lot like it. It's not the same at all. But it has a bit of lipstick rose by Frederic Malle about it. Smells absolutely nothing like it. The notes are totally different, but it has that smoothness, that kind of perfect blending and loveliness. I absolutely adore this, and I know it never looks like we wear a lot, but as a frag head, given I'm a one spray guy, that's quite a lot. So that's Raspberry and Vanilla from Pocket Scents. Not worth the hype. I know you shouldn't do that because it should be blurred out if you flip the finger, so to speak. But the most overrated, overhyped fragrance, I think, is Initio's Oud for Greatness. Maybe a great house, don't know, not tried many of them. And of course this is all subjective, but to me, what makes Oud for Greatness such a popular hyped fragrance is that it's beast mode. There's no real development in it, there's no change, there's no class to it, there's no anything unique about it. There's nothing that makes it worth the hype. The price is insane. It basically, to me, is a very sweet. I get a lot of lavender, although not many people do, but obviously, as we know, it's individual and your nose can fixate on certain things. There's a little bit of oud, if you like. It's not challenging. It's boring. It's just a loud beast that lasts for a long time and smells very, very yeah. And it costs a lot of money, so I suppose, if it's expensive, it must be great, mustn't it? No, I don't get it. To me, I don't want to use insulting words about it, but to me it's a pile of, let's call it boredom. Too loud, too strong, ridiculous boredom in a bottle, in my opinion. Now, you might love it, and I know a lot of people do, but for me, it just didn't vibe with me. So don't be offended. I don't get it. Alright, I don't get it. That's the point, isn't it? I don't understand the fragrance, so it's my problem, not the fragrance's problem. And I'm sure the rest from the house are pretty tippity top. Okay, thanks folks. My most worn fragrance over the last 6 months, that's a lot again for a fraghead, is Raisin Noir, and that's from a company called Rosa Salas, and it is an inspired version. Don't have a fit, but it is an inspired version, and it's the one I've worn the most, so I clearly like it. And it's an inspired version of Tom Ford's Noir Extreme. It is just gorgeous. You're probably familiar with the notes, the kind of darker, vanilla-y, spicy cardamom. It's got that creamy kulfi, which is like a Indian cardamom ice cream. It is just, I love it. I really, really love it. It smells nice. It's quite good for this time of year. So yeah, my most worn over the last 6 months, but a lot for me, is Raisin Noir from Rosa Salas. Of course, finally, my favourite fragrance from my favourite house had to be in here somewhere, didn't it? And that is Rolling in Love from Kilian. Look, I mean, just look at that ball. Yes, I know there's been a few Kilians in this list, and there probably could have been more, given I've bought so many over the last 6 months. But this is just beautiful. This could go in the hype. Oh God, that smell. This could go in the hype one. This could go anywhere, in any part of this list. This is the most beautiful fragrance I own. Not just my favourite from my favourite house, and believe me, it has a lot of competition there. It is just my favourite fragrance ever, nearly. Is it beating Black Opium? It will do, but not yet, because I don't have enough memories with this one yet. But it's just a masterpiece. It's just pure. It's quiet. It's delicate. It's not a beast. It's not an announcement. It's just an example of a fragrance of pure beauty, purely brilliant, fantastic blending, and the most alluring, kind of seductive, beautiful, comforting fragrance ever. So that's Rolling in Love from Kilian. And that's my list complete. Thanks folks. Okay, thanks for watching everyone. It's a bit more of the beautiful great outdoors. A lovely sunny day. But yes, have your kind of fragrance collection questions changed over the last 6 months or so? Are you surprised by any of mine? I don't think anybody will be. But yes, thanks for watching folks. Have a great night. And here, autumn. Beautiful, isn't it? It's getting towards winter. Anyway, enjoy folks. Bye bye.